I give people that satisfaction of knowing that a moment that was once gone, can be remembered forever.
Yeah.
But in 20 years from now, you can show your loved ones and be like, hey, listen, because they have it. With me, I'm more of aesthetic. I love the aesthetic of a photograph. I love to capture someone in a moment. Capture the face. And for me, I consider myself a portrait photographer because people's faces we're all different. God made our faces. He's the greatest artist if you think about it. God made us all different. If I can capture someone's face, the core beauty of them. Just when my dad had this camera on the outside, I took it and I was like,
what kind of camera was it?
It was an entry level camera, like a beginner,
like the ones from back in the days.
Back in the day,
like the big ones,
not the big ones, a little small point and
yeah,
shoot camera. So I used to go outside. We used to have dogs at the time, and I'd shoot them. And I'm like, damn, we like this, I take it to my high school, shoot everybody, shoot athletics, the prom nights, just general friends, and the reactions that people had when they saw the images. That stuck with me because it made me feel like, damn, I'm actually pretty good at this, and that's when I started taking it seriously. My parents are Nigerian to the T. Nigerian to the bone. They dress like that every Sunday, traditional attire.
What's it called, Ankara?
No, my dad has his agbada, the whole fit. My mom has the whole thing with the head wrap, everything. They still, very much involved in the culture. My mom's church, she goes to a Nigerian church. She always surrounds herself with other Nigerians. So, and every Sunday she'd cook Nigerian delicacies. You have your okra soup, maybe your Italy dish. My mom loves those kind of stuff. My dad spoke the language to us, constantly. Even though I still feel like the mere fact that we were raised to this side, we never really got to understand or grasp where we truly from. Understand the culture as much. So just a little that we got from our parents is what we feel like. Okay, now. This is what makes us Nigerians, but I would generally say it's half-half, because I was raised here. I know more about SA than I do about Nigeria, if that makes sense. But I don't, push aside my Nigerian, upbringing. I was still born there. That's all I knew for about 7 years until I got here. So yeah. My dad would say, listen, what doing is what doing well. You know what I'm saying? So you don't start something without...
Say that again?
What doing is what doing well. Don't do something half-heartedly.
Okay.
Don't go into something
saying... like half pigeon?
Kind of, yeah. But he'd say more of a deep accent. You know what I mean?
I can see it. I'm trying to see this guy saying that.
Yeah.
And my dad, he said it a lot slower.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
And when he talks, you listen. If he walks in here right now, it'd be a thing where everyone's like, whoa.
Okay, what's good? Yeah.
What do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's like, what doing is what doing well. And he's like, dude, when you find it, make sure that's all you have. Because you can't always rely on your parents. Another thing he always says is, his money is his money. You go and make yours.
I like that.
You know what I mean? His money is his money.
Yeah.
He used to say that his dad, used to have a car, and he would never allow him to drive the car. Because he would say, go and get your own car. I work hard for this one. Where's yours? You know what I mean? And he tells me every single day when he moved to South Africa, he didn't have anything. He used to live, behind, couches with his friends and stuff. Got his first thing. He used to tell me how he used to get into these businesses he knew nothing about. But he applied himself. What doing is what doing well. He got in there and he said, you know what? This is all I have. If I'm not good at this, I won't eat. Johannesburg has this way of just making you feel small in such a, such a big part.
Irrelevant.
You know what I mean? You feel irrelevant. You feel like, nah, dude, there's 8 billion people doing the same thing. What makes you different? You start to, the mental health issues start to kick in. Dude, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for this. So there was a year where I had to break down. And my dad was like, dude, you need to leave Joburg. Pursue your studies somewhere else. Just not in Joburg.
Take a break.
Take a break, So I went to Cape Town for some time. Fell in love with the city, beautiful stuff. Then I decided, let me go study in the Northwest University. And that's when I met her at the Northwest University. And she was like, yo, dude, you're pretty good. Because she used to see me like shooting my friends around, still joking about it, And then she told me like, dude, take this stuff seriously. You're actually pretty good. And from there, Porsche started, building. So it got to a point where I was getting bookings out in Joburg. So every weekend we go from the Northwest to Joburg every single day. It was wild. The
There's
biggest
more to life.
misconception in the industry is that you need celebrities to catapult your career. You don't really need that. Because at the end of the day, the celebrities just want free stuff. That's the industry we're in. And the influencers want free stuff. Respect yourself as an artist. It might be hard. The journey is not easy. Last year, I wasn't even on 10K followers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There were a point where I was getting 100 likes and I was celebrating. I was like, damn, 99, jeez, this is fame. Because I was just staying true to myself. And then slowly it starts to pick up. Because now people start seeing that, okay, now the quality is getting better. You know what I mean? People start tapping into what you're selling to them. And the moment you start getting better, you will see it. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like law of attraction. The moment you stop worrying about followers, stop worrying about the irrelevant stuff and creating for yourself, you start attracting the followers for some weird reason. Just last year I was in 7 point something. Started this year we catapulted to 10. Now I'm on top with, you know what I mean? So I wasn't even thinking about the followers. I don't really care about followers. You know what I mean? I care about the business of my photography. Sustaining myself, creating the best quality art that I can. I don't just release because I want to release. I don't just say, hey, you have 1 million followers, let me shoot you because I feel like I'm gonna get your followers. No, I don't care about that. I can shoot someone who has 200 followers. For all I care. You know what I mean? So I tell the young guys like, dude, just stop it. Because if you trying to say that you need these followers, you're in it for the wrong reason. You don't want to be a photographer, you just want to be known. And that's the biggest mess up of the photography industry right now. And why there's such a huge influx of photographers, especially young photographers, is that they feel like, nah, man, this photography is the easiest way to get girls.
Yeah, they
Listen, if you want girls, pick up the camera.
It's true.
You know what I mean? And it kind of is. If you rock up to an event with a camera, the girls will gravitate to it, sure. But it's like, come on, you're giving us all the bad name.
Bro,
I tell a lot of the models when they come, like, come with a friend. 1.
Okay.
Do your research in the photographer. 2. There's a lot of perverts out here. A lot of guys, if a photographer hits you up via the DMs, the first thing he says is, yo, I have a dope concept for you. Hey, let me see the concept.
Okay.
Listen, I have this concept of you laying on the bed, butt ass naked. Mine's the shot. He doesn't know you like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, why should be the first thing, the first shoot we do, you have to be nude? It doesn't have to be like that. Usually I would turn down nude shoots because for me, if you don't hit me up with a concept that actually makes sense, you just want me just to shoot your bums with a mirror. I don't do that. You know what I mean? A nude shoot is something that needs to tell a story. It shouldn't be distasteful.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying? It should be, when you see a nude, it should be, wow. Open as many social media accounts. Be on everything. Facebook, TikTok.
You on TikTok?
I'm on everything.
Bro, you crazy.
I'm telling you, I'm on everything. Everything. When I do a shoot, I'll post it's kind of like Instagram Reels, but on TikTok. You know what I mean? So you can post the video behind the scenes and then post the images. And then people will start liking it. Oh, snap. You know what I mean? So I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, just as many people who can get to know you. You know what I'm saying? 2, socialize. Reach with the people. Understand the people who are within your community, who are doing the same thing. Reach out to them because, and also on Twitter, the photography community on Twitter is rich because we all support each other. If you post, everybody's retweeting that thing. You know what I mean? Because we all want to grow together. My 3rd gem will probably be collab. Collaborate with a lot of people. The more people you collaborate with, the better you become. The more that they follow you to see you. And if your work speaks for itself, damn, there are people gonna start following you. So you don't need someone with 1 million followers. Because most times they won't even tag you. So now you just did the work for no reason.
So you don't even need to get like people. You just need to get people. Like you just connect.
Just connect. Because those people might be a potential bookie. Or someone they know might be a potential bookie. Okay. And then someone they know. And then someone they know. You know what I mean? And it's a full circle. Now you have a whole client base building by itself because you're collaborating with as many people as possible. Sometimes collaborate more than once. Grow that relationship with that person. I did the same thing too. There are people who genuinely like, dude, are you shooting the same face? For me, I just genuinely vibe with that person. We gravitate, we understand each other, And the more people get to see, like, okay, damn, you guys are working. Let's get it. Steven, I want the same thing too. Pay me for it. Bet. That's how it is. Twitter caters to the artists because one, they don't compress your images like the way Instagram does. Two, it's seen by a wide variety of people. You know what I mean? With Instagram only shows 40% of you.
Tell me more about Twitter, bro. Yeah. Like, I'm interested now.
Twitter,
tell me about Twitter.
Twitter is you express your mind to like-minded people, and it blows like Wi-Fi. You can say a tweet today and get 100K likes and retweets because people resonate to what you say. That's when you can freely express how you feel without being censored. You can swear on that thing.
I don't even have Twitter.
You know what I mean? I don't think so. You know, compared to Instagram. Instagram, if you posted something, they'll delete it. Oh, it's against all guidelines. You know, if you Twitter, you open, you're free. Do your thing. Tweet. You know, I know a lot of creators are leaving Instagram now.
Is it?
Yeah. Now we are all showing our work on Twitter.
Is it?
Yeah, because Twitter, you'll get the engagements. Twitter, one person can retweet it and their entire followers will see it. Then 200 people retweet, then 1,000, and then you see it 10,000. You know what I mean? It's not the case with Instagram. Understand the market, one, to see how much your competitors are also charging. You don't want to be that guy who doesn't have a catalog of actual serious work and you're charging 20K for a shoot. If you present that to a client, they're gonna be like, dude, man, what do you really work with? You know what I mean? When I first started shooting, people laugh about it to this day, I was charging 100 grand. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing as hell. And weird enough, I've been shooting for about 10 years now. I was charging that 100 grand. This is like really recent things.
And how much do you charge now? You're allowed to say it.
I don't care. I charge about 5K now.
Yeah. So
for me to come out,
you've got to be
out of the house.
Now.
You need to have the money.
So you went from 100 to 5K.
Basically. So this is how it all came to be. The 100K got me into the game. It was getting me the bookings. I was still in Boise at the time, so the bookings were too much because people like cheap stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to a point where you literally had like 10 shoots in a day of 100 grand. You know what I mean? Cool, you're making the money, but you also, as a student, you need to study. You know? So the next year, it moved up to like 250, 350. Then we started having the different packages. So we had the 350 with the 550 with the 650. You know, when we had a 650 shoot, we were like, man,
nice.
You know what I'm saying? Where are we going to? We're going to Spur? We're going to Rocco's? You know what I mean? Then, when we got back to Joburg, and now I started having the big clients, and so now I work with the Smirnoffs. I've worked with literally almost everybody. Covered SA Fashion Week. I've worked with the big names in the industry. I started moving up there. I said, okay, cool, let me do 1,000. Let me see. Because you have to, you know, as an artist, you need to see that, you know, what the price you're putting out, are people willing to pay that price?
So let me try.
You know what I'm saying? So I had 1,000, and people were booking, and I was like, all right, cool. Next year, we get 1,500. Started charging 1,500, and I brought back the packages again. So now I have 1,500, I have 2,000, and I have 2.5. But it all now depends on what people want to do. You know what I mean? So now I work with like the Flying Fishes guys who they pay me more than a couple digits.